Hello, I'm Will at Phoenixcurations.
And I'm Renee.
And we are back with another week of What's Sold this week. And, well, let's get right into it.
Sure. It was not a great week for us, but it is summer slowdown. The first thing we have here is a Tommy Hilfiger polo. It was a nice polo. I think you got it at the bins.
I did.
It had some stains on it. I stain treated it and listed it. Tommy Hilfiger is kind of on the way out for us, and we bought a bunch of it early on, and so we're willing to part ways with that. So, cost of goods, $1 or less.
Yeah.
Some investment in stain treating and washing, and we sold it for $10.
Yeah, we won't be picking up much of that in the future.
Yeah, I think it's just gone. It's run its course.
Yeah. Another Tommy Hilfiger item, but this is a red tote. Went for $12. Where did this come from?
So this actually came from our ThreadUp unboxing, our purse unboxing, which I think might have been our first video.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
So the interesting thing, it was a little bit, the emblem here is a little bit discolored from what I would expect. Oh, I guess I didn't do a close-up of it. But anyway, the little flag here is, there's something funny about the color. It did look authentic to me, so we did go ahead and sell it, but I didn't sell it for much.
Okay.
We probably lost money on that.
Oh, well, sometimes that happens.
Yeah. Better to lose $2 than 7 or 8.
Right. These are a pair of American Eagle light wash jeggings. I know that you picked these up, didn't you? These were yours?
Yeah, they either came from the bins or they came from one of our denim boxes, and I can't remember. So the cost of goods is either, 75 cents at the bins, denim is 50 cents a pound, or it was $2 in a denim box.
Okay. We need to find a better way to distinguish that, don't we? This is a part of the process of getting things organized and knowing where you are.
Well, we're coming up on our year.
Yeah, we're learning that kind of stuff, so.
So these sold for such a low amount because there are light stains all through here, and I made sure that I pointed that out. And they really don't look that bad in person, but I'm not going to sell them without making sure people know that.
Yeah.
They'd be a great DIY project for tie-dye or something.
Yeah.
So this is a baby girl summer spring bundle. A while back we talked about when everyone went into quarantine that we decided to list our kids' clothing rather than take them to consignment. So these items actually were free to me because they came by way of my granddaughter. So cost of goods $0 because she got some use out of them. All of them were purchased used and sold used. And I think there might have even been a stain on this shirt here, which I disclosed. And so we sold them for $22.
Yeah, and I remember a thing with these bundles like this is you have to remember they have to be under 5 pounds.
Yes.
Or you're going to be shipping 2 boxes or figure something out for yourself.
Yeah, early on I made that mistake and I allowed someone to bundle 2 bundles and each of them was over 5 pounds and I ended up paying the ship because it was over 10.
Yeah.
So Posh wouldn't support it. So I ended up having to pay out of pocket. And it was like $25 in shipping.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Again, that was another one of those things that you learn, just like the Tommy.
Yes. Yes.
All right. These are a pair of American Eagle brown faux suede moccasin style flats. $19. These came out of a box, didn't they?
I don't think so. I think these came from the bins.
Really? Okay.
I think so. They might have come out of the box, but I don't think so. I think they came from the bins. And I just got them because they were brand new. I mean, they really... see if I can get my computer. It's unhappy with all these windows open. Yeah. So you can look at the bottom, and I think maybe they were tried on and walked in once, and somebody said, nope, not for me.
This is a pair of vintage Tupperware parfait cups. I know that you probably found these at the bins.
No, actually, I got them at the local thrift store.
Oh, okay.
The 50-cent sale. But, sometimes I get weird stuff there and they just don't even charge me. So I don't think they charge me for these at all. And, they're a cool part of history. We had these when I was a kid.
Yeah.
They come with lids, but the lids weren't there.
Yeah. Well, people collect this stuff too, so.
They do.
Interesting.
They do. So I didn't sell them for much, but I just liked them, wanted them. That's
some items bring, people bundle things like that sometimes.
Yes.
And some of our lower priced items do sell because they go in a bundle. They don't sell by themselves. Their shipping is, the $7 shipping is a little expensive to do things that way. So.
Yeah, and they only were listed for a couple of days.
Yeah.
And I checked, there are lots of them available everywhere. So it wasn't like they were super rare, desired item. So to sell them for $1 profit was fine with me. And the cool thing about this job is that you get to just pick things up because you like it. Even if you're not going to keep it. And I don't know why, but I just love picking up things that I like.
Great. That's cool.
So these were some equestrian riding breeches, and I think they were vintage, but I'm not sure. But they had the full leather seat, which to me would be uncomfortable, but I'm not a horse rider, so maybe you can speak to that.
Yeah, the seat is important. It makes a difference.
Yeah. Is the full leather, does it make riding more comfortable or tolerable?
Well, you're in contact with a leather saddle and moving a lot. So they need the more durable the material in between you and the saddle makes a difference.
Okay. See, to me, I would just think it would be hot and uncomfortable, but, I'm a bike rider, not a horse rider.
Yeah.
I got enough problems with my bike without riding something that can think. So, anyway, these came from Goodwill. I think I paid $5 or $5.50, depending on when I got them. Or they raised their prices, and they sold for $35, and they didn't last long.
Yeah, we've sold a few of these riding breeches, and we've done pretty good with them. They've all sold, so
yeah,
we like them. This is a black dress coat XOXO with a bubble hem. That's okay. That's a new one for me. Where did these come from?
So I got it at the bins, and I really spent a good amount of time cleaning it up because I thought it was just so cute. But XOXO is a Kohl's brand, and I think that hurt it. It shouldn't have because it was so cute. But after having it for a year, we just let it go for $8. So it cost me less than $1. I did invest some time in, lint rolling and shaving. But I feel good about it. So this is a Trust long black sleeve waffle thermal in a 3XL. So I got this just because it was really nice quality and I didn't know anything about Trust. And it's just a basic, everybody needs a thermal shirt. When I looked up Trust, it's a Christian brand, a small Christian brand. And it was really nice quality. But because it's a completely unknown brand, and we don't do as well with men's plus size on Posh, it ended up selling for $8. And we're happy for that.
Yeah. Okay, a Coach Ashley leather satchel bag. This came in one of our thread-up boxes, didn't it?
Yes.
Or was it?
Yes.
Okay, thread-up. I seem to remember this purse was not perfect. Did we do a little cleaning on that?
Yeah, we did. I cleaned it up pretty good. Let me see if it still had marks on it. I think it cleaned up pretty good.
Okay, so $35 for a Coach bag is about a lot of times what they go for. So it's in that price range. So that was not bad.
Yeah, and it was a good deal really because it was a pretty large size bag. It did have a strap, and it was hard to show. It was kind of a pearly kind of a finish on it.
Yeah,
but I'm happy to move purses. They take up a lot of space.
They do.
This was another girls bundle, and this sold for a little more, I think, because of collaboration pieces. These 3 pieces up here are Gap Disney collaborations, and then this one here I think was a little special too, and I can't remember why.
Oh, Tweety Bird.
Yeah, this shirt had a little tiny pinhole in it, and this shirt had a little stain on it, but we disclosed all of that. We sold that for $22, and those things came from the bin, so I guess cost of goods on that was probably $2 or $3.
Nike Dry Fit mock turtleneck shirt. This came from the bins. We've had this for a while, actually. We posted it, we've had this for probably 9 months posted. I'm glad to see it go for $13. It's great. It was unusual because it came from the bins. It's white and it didn't have any marks or stains on it anywhere. It looked pretty new.
Isn't that amazing?
I quit picking things up from the bins that are white.
Yeah, for the most part we do, but every once in a while you get something you're just like, wow.
Yeah.
What special forces kept all of the dirt off this?
And it's like a thick, halfway between a sweatshirt and a thermal shirt, and it really looked comfortable.
Yeah.
So,
sometimes we can't show that. Yeah.
No, you can't.
Yeah, and that person actually asked us to honor a discount we had offered on July 4th.
Mm-hmm.
And when people do that, I just honor it. You know,
Yeah.
I think we had 24 sales on July 4th because I sent out some really low offers. And every once in a while, someone will come back and they'll say, you know, hey, can you still give it to me at this price? I missed it. And so we just do it.
Yeah. That happens a lot.
Yeah. So this is a Disney Parks Originals Haunted Mansion t-shirt, and it's really actually very nice. The bird is like a velvet. Now, we have picked up several Disney Parks items, and I did so mostly because I have heard a lot of resellers say that they sell for a decent amount of money. I have not had that experience for the most part.
Yeah, we're learning, I think, that it's also the style, what character it could be, whether it's a little bit older, vintage or not, and also what the item is. So a jacket or pants or a t-shirt. T-shirts and things don't really do that well. So.
Yeah, in general, t-shirts don't do that well. It, of course, doesn't stop us from picking up things we think are cool. We'll have to work on that a little bit. I think every reseller does that. It doesn't sell, but I got it anyway. Yeah, so, and I think Haunted Mansion might be something that's not there anymore. And maybe because...
No, it's there. That's one of the the older mainstay attractions for the main park, yeah.
Well, maybe it is still there. Maybe because so many people aren't going on vacation this year. Maybe that's part of why Disney Parks isn't doing great for us. So this was a Hunter for Target red rubber tote bag, and we got this in our ThredUp rescue box, and I think we got a negative $2 out of this. Again, worth it to sell anyway, because it did sell, and -2 is better than -9. So we made up $7 of loss by going ahead and selling it, and I think that makes good business sense.
Yeah, it was better than nothing.
Exactly.
So.
Oh. I don't know what that was. Oh. Okay,
right.
We may have missed one there. I'm not sure.
Right. Free People medium wash denim shorts. Denim shorts sell pretty well. We've been through a few. We haven't sold all that we have, but Free People, these went for $20. They weren't new. These come from the bins.
No, I think these came from Flashbacks. I think I bought all of their kind of like distressed shorts.
Yeah. So Flashbacks is a local place where we do a little buy-sell trade. So I forget what our average cost of goods from them can be, but it's always different depending on the item. So at least a couple of dollars.
Yeah, they let us shop during shutdown, so we were really grateful. We didn't look at prices. We needed inventory, and so I would guess our average cost of goods was around $5, and they're just so good to us that we're just happy.
Yeah.
This is an Oxford navy blue polo, size large. Something else we don't do great with is polo shirts, and we are learning that slowly. But it was a nice shirt. You got this from the bins?
That came from the bins, yep.
Yeah, so nothing lost there to try it out.
Nope.
It cost 50 cents or so, and sold it for $10. This is an express short, kind of Dolman sleeve, chunky sweater, and I got it because the silhouette's really different. It's about 10 years old. I think the date is down here. But it was in good shape, 2008, so it's 12 years old. It just was really neat, and I did sweater shave it. It did come from the bins. It sold for $15. We already got a review, and the lady loved it, so I was happy I rescued it.
Another girls bundle. I don't know. Tell me about this. Was that a velvet red?
Yeah, so these items came from the bins. This is a crop jacket in the back. It's a crushed velvet. Can't talk. It wasn't a particularly great brand. This was kind of a waterfall hoodie, and it was Abercrombie Kids, so that certainly was expensive. These, I can't remember. I want to say they were Justice, and this was maybe...
It's a skirt.
Yeah, it's a little corduroy skirt, and I think it was like, not Carter's, but one of those. Oh, Crazy 8. It was Crazy 8. So there was just 4 items, and really to get $3 per piece for those random items put together is a pretty good deal for me and for them. So, yep, we sold it.
Oh, you talk about these, because these... I won't do it justice.
Well, to be fair, number one, you're looking at a stock photo, not the actual photo. This might not be mine or Will's style, for sure. This is really more of a trendy brand. These came in our shoebox from ThredUp. If you watched that video, you saw us talk about them. They were really pretty filthy. I mean, filthy. And the wood came out very, very clean. The bumpers came out pretty white. I got most of the stuff off the leather. The inside was super clean, which was strange. Somebody just went, I don't know, clubbing.
They went clubbing,
and tore them up on the outside. So these originally sell for $7.95. I saw them sold for $2.25 on Posh, and they're a good size, but they did have some issues, and I took a lot of photographs of those issues. Like this here, I believe, is denim dye transfer. And you can see a little bit right here. There's some scratches on the wood. The bottoms didn't come completely clean, and they were black. Let's see what else was wrong. So there's like a light pink mark right here. It's very light, and it's hard to see. Yeah. And then right here on the toe, there's also a light pink mark. So I did disclose all of those things. They sold very quickly, I think within a week, and for $160. So I did take it. We got a 5-star review. I gave her a little pair of inexpensive sunglasses and a scarf in that box. And the thing is that they don't fit her. And she still said such nice things. And so she's going to resell them. But... anyway, that was a win for us.
Yeah, coming out of a ThredUp box, that was great.
Yeah, $6 cost of goods to us, and that particular box was awesome. Yeah, we have like quadrupled our money, and we still have stuff to sell.
Yeah. Oh, one of our mainstays, a pair of Chuck Taylor Converse All Stars. We talked about these on a video that we made last week. We like these. They don't. Yeah. We get them at the bins all the time in all different conditions. These actually didn't come from the bins. They came out of the ThredUp box, but we find them a lot in the bins. They don't always go for a ton of money, but they always sell, and the money's decent. So, they're easy to clean.
Definitely. And these were in super good condition. So what you're looking at there is a stock photo, and this is an actual photo. So, they're not as pristine, but they're pretty bright white. Mm-hmm. And so we did get $21 out of those.
These came from the bins, a pair of Justin Buckbay cowboy boots. Buckbay is the style, and Apache is the color, if I remember right. A pair of nice boots. They cleaned up well, and we like getting boots at the bins because they do pretty well. We probably pay $1.50 for these. So,
wow. Yeah, and the boots are crazy for us because we get a ton of boots at one particular bin. Yeah. And there is a lot of fighting over shoes, but the boots are like abandoned. They're like taboo. Like nobody will touch the boots, and even really nice boots. So we've gotten several boots. I would say a couple of dozen that we've sold between $30 and $70. Mm-hmm. And that's pretty regular. So, that's our boot honey hole. We're going to go back. There's a Forever 21 plus size swimsuit, and it was in really great condition. And for Forever 21, it was really good quality. It was very supportive, and there were underwires, and the cups were in good shape. And animal print, of course, is in, although we can't sell it. for very often. Animal print and tie-dye are in everywhere, but we struggle to sell it. I don't get
just
it.
Too much of it out there.
Maybe. I don't know. In any event, it sold for $18. I'm pretty sure it came from the bins, but it also might have come from Goodwill. If it came from Goodwill, it was probably $3. If it came from the bins, it was less than $1.
I remember you got these Pataloha, which is Patagonia, kind of their Hawaiian style line. A pair of capris, size 10. So Patagonia, we do pretty good. It always sells.
Yeah, and Pataloha was new to me. I learned about that by watching resellers on YouTube. This was a great find for me. One of my few good buys off Goodwill online. This is a vintage Outkast black leather jacket. It really was in very, very good condition. I think this is probably from the 80s. Outkast always brands everything, so every corner of the item is branded. So you can see the big, flying O in the back, and that's their logo. I had this for a while, and it gets attention, and then it doesn't. Somebody offered me $30 for it. I paid $11. I thought about it, but I'm like, no, this is worth more than that. It's a leather jacket in a 5XL. I saw them listed for up to $400. I hadn't been able to comp solds, so I did sell it for $90, and I hope that young man really likes it. The only thing wrong with it is the zipper pull is missing, but the zipper works fine.
Style and Company white Bermuda Rise shorts. These came out of one of our thread-up boxes. Or was it a B&G box?
B&G.
Okay, B&G box that we got. It was a plus size box that we got, size 12. So $11 for these. That's pretty good.
Yeah, white shorts aren't for everyone because you can see through a lot of them. So people who wear white shorts, they're not as many as people who wear denim shorts. So we've gotten through more than half of those items, and it's the end of summer. We need to start selling that stuff off. Although we do need to restock our plus sizes.
Yeah, we do.
This is a Foxy Docks crochet floral lace mini dress, and you may recognize this from our B&G trading Foxy Docks sample dresses. And this was probably the second best dress out of there. But we haven't sold a bunch of the dresses from that, even though they're high quality. Maybe because they're all a size 4, and I don't have stock photos. But that's the second one that sold. The first one sold for $40, this one for $25. So slowly but surely we're getting there.
Velzera Boho Tassel Tunic Pheasant Top. Where did this come from? The bins?
No, actually, there were 3 of them new with tags that came in our Thread Up mixed clothing box that I was so upset about that I didn't do a haul on. It's not that any of the items were bad. None of them were bad, but a lot of them were difficult to photograph, or they just weren't things that resell for a lot. But I did get over my bad attitude, and I did list the items, and we're not going to lose money.
No. Okay.
It's just a lot of work for a little bit of money.
Yeah. So boxes, like we got the shoes out of that one box, but then, we get a box like this that all has average or just under average items in it. It's always a gamble on what you're going to get.
Absolutely. It's very hit or miss, and I don't think they care who has a YouTube channel and who doesn't. ThreadUp is way bigger than any of us.
Or we're not big enough to make a difference.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Okay.
But even like Gina Michelle from Bin Pickers, they got a terrible issue with a designer box where they got a moldy purse, and just really bad stuff. Customer service does work with people on that stuff, but they're not as giving as they once were. Yeah. This is a Hilo Hattie red hibiscus print dress, size 8, and Hilo Hattie it used to be made in Hawaii. Now it's designed in Hawaii. And I'm not sure where it's made, but the quality is the same, and they're just very traditional Hawaiian prints, and they're nice dresses. And this is a classic style. We got this at Flashbacks. I don't think we paid more than $5 for it, if I had to guess. But like I said, we didn't really look. And it sold for $25 in about 30 days.
About a month.
Yeah.
Abercrombie and Fitch striped coral tank. I don't remember where this came from.
This came from my closet.
Okay.
So I bought it used and I sold it used. So I rented it for free. Pretty much.
That's great.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not above buying something and wearing it a few times and then having it move on because I just like new things in my closet.
Yeah. It's always a good thing.
Yeah. So this is an Oscar de la Renta pink label chemise. And this got a lot of attention. I've sold a few pink label Oscar de la Renta pieces. I don't know what the pink label, I think it's their lingerie line, but I don't know. This wasn't silk. I don't think. Okay. I can't read real quick. I don't think there was a fabric tag, and it wasn't silk. But anyway, it sold for $12. That's pretty good. I paid $2 for it at the Goodwill, and I buy those things pretty regularly. I think people wear them as shirts now. They just wear them as a tank top.
Yeah, and these items usually go for in that price range of about $12.
They do, unless you get something super high-end designer or silk or something that's just really fantastic detailed lace.
Another kids bundle. Same with the others. These all came from the bins. So $19. The other ones were just over $20, I think, that we sold this week.
Yeah, this one is just 4 tops from Justice, but they all had like sequins and beads, and I think one of them has a little mark on it or something. But I ran into a whole bunch of Justice plus size items, and I just bought them all. A couple of them had stains, but they're selling, and this is the time of year for them to sell. I don't know what back to school is going to look like for us, and I don't think anyone does, but it's going to be different.
Yeah, it'll be different. Vintage and tailor medium wash denim dress. We've had some denim dresses sell, some not. Same with the skirts. Usually the vintage things do go, and this is one of those. So for $18.
Yeah. So interestingly, I'm just going to share that we're going to do a video about our backgrounds and how we cleaned up our closet. And you'll notice the same photograph is here. But it has like kind of a white backdrop, and we are going to do a video on how we clean that up and maybe our variations as we've moved along in what our backgrounds look like. And we just, even if you make a pretty picture, in my view, and that's just my opinion, it's better to have your items showcased than it is to have a pretty picture, because I'm not selling a picture. I'm selling an item. So putting the white background there kind of cleans it all up, and it gets the person focused right on it. So these are Eileen Fisher black Irish linen wide leg crop pants, and they came from the bins, and they are so light. The fabric was very sheer because it's Irish linen, and I think that's why no one took them. I think they thought it was washwear, but it's really not. Irish linen is just very thin fabric, and they would be great for a beach cover or at a cabana or somewhere where you're going to be hot, because they would be very comfortable and cool. Sold for $25.
This is a bundle. This is one of those things where you get some of those low-priced items that go in a bundle that we were talking about a little bit ago. So t-shirt, that roper top, the black cami, and the blue cami. These, I know... These come from the bins. I know the 2 that I got that were mine in here, they came from the bins.
I think one of mine came from the bins, and one of them came from, I think, a thrift store. I bought it for Depop. So that was probably $3.
Okay. So a little burnout t-shirt. You know, these are those really ultra thin fabric t-shirts.
Yeah, I just liked the graphic, the way that it was, and it's much cooler in person. And I'm not a big burnout t-shirt person, but it made it look kind of vintage worn. Yeah. And that came from Hot Topic, or it was sold at Hot Topic. I didn't buy it there.
These roper tops, we get a lot of Western style wear. We talked about the equestrian pants earlier, but those all, you know, we live near an area where there's a lot of horses, so we find a lot of this stuff, and one of the bins especially that we go to. And Roper is a Western style brand, so this is one of those shirts.
Yeah, I was surprised at the quality of this when we shipped it, because sometimes you have things and I have things, and we have to get them together for bundles.
Yeah.
And it was nice quality. The embroidery was really nice, and it's a little more boho.
Yeah.
For Roper.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I would almost call it Southwestern, maybe.
Southwestern.
Yeah. But the colors, but not.
Yeah.
It still looks boho. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you.
A little bit of a peasant.
Yeah.
Peasant look.
Mm-hmm.
So this also was from your stash of stuff from the bins, and it's just kind of a chevron stripe front hook black cami. And I think that, you know, any outerwear that looks like underwear is a big thing right now, especially bustiers and fitted camisoles. So this got lots of attention. It's Day Trip, which I think is a house brand at Buckle.
Yeah.
But no one wanted to pull the trigger, probably because of the shipping. So I went with the bundle. And here is our last item in that bundle.
Does that say Hollister? Yep,
Yeah,
Hollister. Blue cami. This came from the bins, probably. I'm sure you picked it up. I don't remember this being mine.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I might have picked it up for myself and it didn't fit. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It's from the beginning.
So, well, it's from the beginning. That means that we picked it up. So it's been in the closet for a year, probably. So we're seeing a lot of things don't stay in the closet. A lot of things we're going to go through and clean out some things out of our closet that have been there for a while that haven't sold, the lower priced items. And we're going to reevaluate some of the higher priced items we have that have been there for a while and look at the price and maybe relist them. We're going to talk about relisting and some other things that we do to update and refresh our closet. We'll talk about that in a video coming up. So be on the watch out for that. Yeah,
here's one of our original backdrops. And you can see how messy that is. Even though I like the backdrop, it doesn't showcase the item. It draws attention away. And it's pretty awful. I see you laughing over there. Stop. Stop.
Well, I'll say it. It looks to me like it came out. It's on the bottom of a fish tank.
It does.
But
it does. It
anyway,
does.
Yeah, so we've gone through a big process of how we look at our closet, and as a process of trying to continually improve what we have. We've looked at our backdrops, our photography techniques, our cameras, our lighting. So we'd like to start looking at some of that and putting it out there for you guys.
Yeah, originally when we did not make a sale, we would drop the price. That was the first thing we went to. And now it's not necessarily drop the price. It's look at the listing. Are there errors in it?
Yeah.
Did we spell the brand name wrong? Did we not use good keywords? Did we have a bad picture? And we're looking at those things. And maybe it's just stale. We listed it in the wrong season. And so we just need to relist it and get it back up there in the search. Because people sort by just in sometimes. Anyway, that was our week. I think you added up our net sales after cost of goods and Poshmark fees and shipping discounts.
It was about $488.
Yeah, so that was a little lower.
Yeah, but we'll take it.
Yeah, we will. Absolutely.
Our volume wasn't quite as high, but we did have a couple of higher priced items sell. So I don't know if that's indicative of what people are doing now, because since the beginning of the year, we have been selling a high volume, but a lot of it was lower priced items.
That's true. And we are grateful for every sale. I don't care if we lost $2 on a sale that we made. We didn't lose the $9 we paid for it. So we're really excited that anybody at all is interested in what we have to say or what we have to sell. And we've been so much more successful than we ever thought we were going to be. And, it's just a way to wake up every day and really feel pretty good about what people are doing for you, because really that's what's happening.
Yeah.
So if you are still here, thank you for hanging out to the very end, and thank you for those of you who have subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, we hope you consider it. The like button helps the algorithm. It helps us. We will get better as we go. And if you hit the bell, you will know every time we upload a video.
Yep. Thanks again for being here this week, and we will see you next week with another video.
Bye.